Alright, welcome back to another video. So, let's get into it. So, today we are just going to be talking about emotions, how to take losses, how to move, and life just in general, and how you're going to basically take control of your life in a way where you can essentially do anything that you put your mind to. And I say this a lot, but you can. It just comes down to the mentality that you actually have towards that thing, and some decision that you want to take to get there in steps, right? So, for instance, for me, I've been trading for around, let's say, under a year now, about 11 months. Here comes my cat, crazy. But let's just say around a year. Let's just say that. And am I at this profitability area? No, but yes. There's the smallest amount of things that I need to do to become profitable, and I know what I've got to do, and I'm going to be doing them, right? And no matter what I say or do, doesn't necessarily instill sort of confidence with that, but I know for a fact that what I'm willing to do to get to that level now, and I know that it requires that, and it requires that mentality and that thinking and the decisions and that overall strong mind and self-control to be able to get there. And I can definitely do it, but I am technically in a way profitable, but I'm unprofitable in a reasoning because of my emotions, right? So this is kind of where I'm getting to, and obviously recently it's actually improved much better. I don't have to sort of stress as much. I'm not as forcing trades. I'm not over leveraging, risking and stuff. I'm okay with that. If I take a loss, I take a loss. I move on. It's fine because I also understand that if you take a loss and you revenge trade and then you lose again, or maybe you lose again and again and again, you're building up those losses, right? And at the end of that day, because that day will end at some point, you're gonna look at it and you're gonna think, "Fuck, that was the stupidest decision. Why did I do that?" Right? So regardless of if you take one loss that day, or 4 or 5 or 6 or 20, it doesn't matter, right? You're gonna be there. If you take that 20 losses or 5 losses or whatever, or the amount of loss that you shouldn't take, what's gonna happen is you're gonna look at it and you're gonna go, "Fuck, why did I do that?" Because the day is gonna end at any point, right? At the end of the day, obviously, right? So you have to understand that time will move. You'll get back to the next day and you'll be able to trade again. You shouldn't have to force things. You shouldn't have to be doing things that you're not used to and stuff like that. You should be taking your trades like you should, right? But it's also about taking control of your life, because if you can take control on certain areas, you can also take control on other elements, right? And obviously, if you've got something that you're doing in your life, it could be music, or it could be, I don't know, basketball, or art, or anything else, right? What you should be focusing on is how can you become very good at it, because at the end of the day, if you love what you do, you have to understand, how can I be good at it? And this doesn't even have to require, or this doesn't even have to be about trading, right? This could literally be anything that you're passionate about that you want to do, right? And you find that and you go, okay, hey, I'm good at drawing a little bit, I like it, I'm okay, then go do it, right? Go do it, try it, do it, explore, do things, right? Because at the end of the day, you will not look back and regret things that you actually attempted. Like, I can't even explain it into a very thorough detail, but I know for a fact that things that I've even attempted, that I look back and I'm like, it's a bit shit, it's a bit cringy, whatever, with my, drop shipping, or I even got into like real estate, trying to learn that, and so many different things, opening stores and all these other things, right? I look back and I was like, okay, I didn't really like them. I even did NFT projects, crypto, all this shit, right? I look back and I'm like, I don't regret it. I do not regret it. Maybe it wasn't the greatest approach, but it built me to where I am today, to see the things and to actually understand what it's like to lose constantly and not get what you want. That's good. That is good for character development, and I wouldn't be here if I got everything given to me. And it definitely takes time, and it definitely is very difficult, and not many people can actually get past that certain area, because it also takes a lot. It takes a lot of precision and a lot of hard work and a lot of emotional fortitude to actually be able to take those losses, because at the end of the day we're all taking losses. The same applies to trading. You know, you can take a loss on a trading day. You can also take a loss in life, right? Whether it's a pet or somebody, or not getting a job that you want, or whatever it is, you're going to take losses, and you shouldn't always trying to think of the word, but you shouldn't always have them. Can't even think of the word, but it's to do with obviously negativity, right? Bit tired, sorry. You know, it's like red, for instance. When you think of red, or when you see red, you immediately think negative, and that's just the wiring in your brain that goes, okay, red is negative, green is good, right? Whether that's been put into our brains as we were a kid, or if that's just how we are as humans in just biology or whatever, you know. But the point is, taking losses is never a negative thing, to an extent, should I say, but learning from them, trying to improve, is very important. And with trading, for instance, like, you can take a loss, that's fine, but as long as you don't repeat those same mistakes, then you're good, right? And that leads me to the point of, am I profitable? Well, technically no, but I'm getting there, and I know for a fact that I will get there. It's just a matter of time. It's a matter of execution and precision, like I said earlier. You have to be controlled when you obviously trade, but it's all about just being able to take losses, because if you can take a loss, then you've won the fucking game, right? You really have. And if we go over to here, for instance, which is my bloody system, right? And by the way, this was just a random trade. I wanted to actually take this just to show you in the video, but this is just a random trade I took. It was just like a high, like an ICI through here, stop loss under here. The market was contextually delivering bullish, right? We had this reaccumulation occur, we delivered long, and then we took the ICI through, right? There was nothing wrong with this trade at all. I thought I would take it, and I was actually kind of hoping that this would get stopped out around here. It might go up now and then get stopped, who knows, but I was hoping that it would actually get stopped out in time for this video, but it didn't. Well, it hasn't yet. But the point is, no matter where I take the trade, so if I actually reduce this camera real quick so you can see it a little bit better, okay, no matter where I take this trade, whether it was here, or even where our current price is now, it doesn't matter, right? The only thing that matters is how you're going to take the loss, if there is a loss, and how are you going to manage this trade, okay? Just because this trade's running for the very small time that it's running at the moment does not mean you've won the trade either, right? Understand that? But yeah, I actually took this. I did think it was a very nice trade, but obviously at this point I was good, yeah. But yeah, I liked it. I think what will happen is if it doesn't want to run, what I mean is, if it doesn't want to actually go up, I think what's going to happen is it's going to drop, fuck about for a bit, maybe even drop lower and then go up, whatever. But if it is truly bullish, it will start to break these liquidity points up here. I know people usually target liquidity. I don't really do that. And as you can see, like, look at that big rejection, blah blah blah. Doesn't mean you failed the trade either. So yeah, I think the trade was here. Stop loss was there. Blah blah blah. Doesn't matter though, right? Cause yeah, there's that. But anyway, I was expecting it, but hey, price could literally just reject it completely and take us out. But the point is, you can't control much when it comes to trading. The only things that you can actually control, right? I've got this real quick. The only things that you can actually control when it comes to trading is your entry, the way you manage your position, and that's it. And how to take a loss, right? Firstly, entry. You have to understand how can you control that. What you're looking for usually. What does the market have to do? What does it look like? Are you experienced with it? Go with things that look familiar and actually provide good results, right? And then when you see them on the live market, take it. and then secondly executing obviously in the management. So if you're in a trade and it's running like this, for instance, it's running, right? It was running up, right? Let's say it's all the way up to here now, hypothetically. Can I break even on this trade so that I'm risk free, or do I just keep my stop loss here and hope that it goes full TB? Is there any management at all? Should I take partials? Should I take 50% of my position? So say price is here and this is 2500. Should I take off half, right? Which gives me around 1250. Should I secure 1250, half of my position? Or should I just take full profit here, or 30% here, 20% here, and then 80% here? You have to kind of ask these questions and obviously go through the back testing and understand that. So of course there's a lot of things when it comes to trading, how you do these things, blah blah blah, you know. And when I say I'm profitable, in a way, not completely, like I said, but look, I'm getting very fucking close, and I know for a fact how close I am. You know, if I come onto this back testing, right, and I do a little bit of back testing for you real quick, okay, just to show you. So if we invert this again back to normal, we go to our trading session, which is obviously here. Okay, market's open, obviously. It's a Friday, right? It's 8 in the morning, well 9 in the morning. We have this MB. We're actually, again, this is my opinion on the way market's moving. We had huge money coming in to take this push up. We got a rejection, but I would say more or less it's coming to fill in some unmitigated portions here with this wick. It's a pretty big wick, so there's definitely some sort of demand in there. We start to move long, okay? We basically break down. It's a quite steep breakdown, so I wouldn't even consider this market at this point. I would probably be looking for lows or something to happen here again, but at this point I'd be waiting for buys like this to confirm that money's entering. I would go to a 1 minute, I would come down to this, right? And all I'm looking for now is, because this is basically all of our clouds of liquidity, this is liquidity and this is liquidity, right? So there's liquidity above these highs, right? Is I'm just looking to position myself, because I know market wants to do this now. You have to understand that. You have to be confident with the way where market wants to deliver, otherwise you're fucked. Okay, we break down reaccumulation, we break through that high. Okay, I'm ready to take this long through this high, right? And I'll probably take one more, okay, one more up, and bang, this would have been entered. I would have entered here, but I would have probably put myself at about 10 pips on this pair, which is a pretty big trade, right? But it doesn't matter to me. And then yeah, that's it, right? I take that, and all I'm looking for, right, is I go into this 5 minute, and I can sit on my hands for the whole day, and I'll tell you when I'm looking to break even on this trade, okay? So all we do is we let the trade run, okay? Nothing just yet, still nothing, and then we get taken out. Now because it ran with some volume, you could say that at this point it doesn't make sense for it to come this low again, and at that point you could be right, because on the 1 minute it's quite steep, but even then I think it could come into this zone, so I'm not really going to move my stop loss to here. I might as well just have it as this entire area, take a minus, right? We took a -1 here. Does it mean I'm shit at trading? No, because I'm literally up 20k profit, right, on this backtest in, right? Does that mean I'm shit? No, my win rate's not as high, but it doesn't matter because I make up for it. If I take -1, -1, -1 and a +5, I'm up +2, right? And then if I'm up another +5, I'm up +7, right? So it's all about, for me, just taking trading as it is, right? So we go to the next day. This is on a Monday now. Again, we were still looking for those longs. Do we have anything really? Well, let's go to the next day anyways. Came into this zone, we started pushing long, retesting into this zone, and now we're moving long. We're looking to basically target again these liquidity. This is the clouds of liquidity that we're forming. So let's see what we can get. So on that 5 minute, we've created an MB, MB1, MB2, MB3 clustering. Could get a reset either below this or into here, or we could fill this SSC down here, or SSC here, more like. So we'll wait, right? So actually we'll highlight it. Let's just do that. Sure. You know, this one's quite a difficult one, but you could do that. Makes sense. And let's see what we get. Right. So A lot of volatility in the morning. No, this is 8 in the morning, so I'd actually wait because my trading time is 9. So that gets happened. So that happens. We deliver long, and there's a clear story that we want to run these highs, right, and even higher. Just bullish market for the day. Right, we're coming to this 2.0. We've got a huge volume. That's a 9 a.m. candle. That's it. Just liquidity coming in. Then again, what do? We're creating basically a reaccumulation down. We're breaking long, creating this ICI setup. So when I take a trade like this, is it valid? Yes. We're going to use about 7 pips again. This one's a little bit less, but that's fine. My expectation is that price wants to push now, so let's see what we get. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even take this one. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like that. Probably want to see something clearer anyways. Coming into this zone, I'll highlight like a 15-minute. Because we got cluster 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one's basically one. You could count this one right here. Right. And then we just wait for money to enter. So I'd probably go on a 5-minute and just skip a few. Nothing really happens, and yeah, just drops. So at this point there's no trade, no money lost, and you have to look at it on the positive side, like we haven't lost any money that day. Right, we come onto the market the next day, right? We are clearly delivering long from this, creating this MB. This zone looks pretty powerful, if I'm being honest. We even got that liquidation which held. We are delivering long. We've got this bigger MB here, but then we've got these internal MB1, MB clusters, SSC right here, pushing long from it and coming back for this 2.0. Yeah, I think, and we even broke this high, and then we broke down. Yeah, this is a beautiful long. I would probably take something like this, put money on the table, put 1% on, see what we get. But I love this trade. I love it. Take a loss, and then that's it. We move on to the next, right? And we can probably, we can risk about 2% a day anyways, so we can take one more trade, right? So we're breaking low again. Wouldn't really take anything just yet. I want to see price pull back down now, if we can, just like that, and then create an ICI, which we don't get. So it's probably just going to be distribution at this point. Hopefully not. We are looking for those longs. But yeah, contextually the market is moving low. It could be grabbing into this liquidity, or it could just want to be coming lower. We don't necessarily know that or anything, so even here there's nothing to show me longs, so I'd still be waiting because it can still go lower. But something like this is beautiful because we got that retest down into this area. We held and we pushed higher. And at this point, yeah, I'm happy. We've got a 2.0 here. Still wouldn't touch it. I want to see price break out below this. I'd probably take a long through this, to be honest with you. Right, let's see what we get. A bit of volatility, let's just say that. Not good, but is what it is. We're running. At this point, when price came all up to here, because we would be watching this market, of course, I'd hit break even on this, because loss of momentum from, if we go into the 1 minute, we'll show you, but the loss of momentum shouldn't realistically come this low, especially in a short amount of time. Like, we had 3 candles cancel out like all of these, so that's already not as good as we want to see. So it shouldn't come this low technically, so we can get a break even. And yeah, we took a break even on that instead of a loss, and that was a loss. See, so that's how I manage, right? Because it was clear to me that if price dropped the momentum like that, it would make no sense. And yeah, so we come on to this next day, right? We've pushed long, we can clearly see we're left behind this zone on here, right? Let's see what we can get. So we're coming back down, delivering long on this. Is there anything just yet? Not necessarily. I'd wait. I want to see some delivery like this, beautiful, and then I want to see prices drop down a little bit now, because it's clear to me that money's in a stage 2 now. I have to wait. There's no way I'm entering this. There's literally no way. Yeah, come back down into here. There's a possibility that we get a re-entry. Who knows? Good chance we could get back into this trade. And yeah, we're about 15 minutes away from our session ending. I want to see price either come into this and then create an ICI or break lower, which it did. And then I want to see a clean ICI off of it, so if we get an ICI through this, we can take it. Right? Let's see what we get. Right. We get entered. And that's it. Then we just walk away or try to manage the position, that's it. But as you can see, we clearly take a loss. But I wouldn't have actually taken that. What time was it? 12. So yeah, we would have been out of the market anyways. So it's also reasons why you shouldn't trade outside of sessions. But yeah, and yeah, that would have been a win anyways, because yeah, went higher to basically where full TP would have been. Yeah, there was nothing to touch here. And now there's probably something to touch. But the point I'm trying to make, right, and if we go to here, you'll see how low my win rate is. It's like 30%. Here you go, 30%. You'll see the point of this is that there's more red than green, but it doesn't matter me. It doesn't bother me, right? You know, we've got positive, 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 break even essentially. Positive, positive. That's it, right? So overall, and you have to understand that you might not be trading the same pair, but this is obviously the backtesting on this single pair. It's good, right? So understanding that losses happen and stuff like that, you have to understand, and you can definitely make it if you just know how to take losses. That's what I say personally. But yeah, hopefully you found this useful. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.